So after weeks of public backlash from lawmakers, airlines and flyers, the TSA is postponing its plan to allow passengers to carry small knives onto planes. Joining us from Chicago is Wall Street Journal reporter Jack Nicas. Jack, good morning.
Good morning.
So, Jack Nicas, I'm sorry, Jack. Listen, this seemed like something that was rather controversial at the time. People couldn't understand why the TSA was allowing knives, which obviously seemed somewhat dangerous, onto planes, and now they're backtracking. Why is this the case?
Well, ever since the TSA announced this policy change on March 5th, immediately there was a big public backlash. We saw from lawmakers, airline executives, airline unions, everyone stepped up and said, I don't understand why the TSA is doing this. It seems like an unnecessary change, and it's only going to make planes more dangerous. So the TSA chief has stood by this, but now with the law, with the policy change set to take effect on Thursday, they ended up postponing it in order to take feedback from an advisory committee, which may mean this law may be changed ultimately.
Now, I mean, with such a big backlash against it, even from employees of the TSA themselves, it kind of begs the question: who was behind this in the first place? Is there some kind of small knife secret lobby that I don't know about here? How did this thing get up?
Yeah, that's a very good question. It's something else that was brought up, that who actually is clamoring to get these knives back on board. But what it seems and what the TSA has maintained is this is in line with the TSA shift to a more risk-based approach to airport security. In recent years, they have taken off several items, prohibited items lists, such as cigarette lighters, knitting needles, things like that. And basically, they're saying that they're trying to layer in intelligence and other measures in order to basically remove blanket bans from airport security. So they're trying to let people bring more things on board. And the TSA chief said he sat down with an internal committee in order to identify different objects and take off the export list, and this was one of them that they decided.
And they've obviously been collecting a lot of these knives for some time, right? That's part of the story as well. It's been an ongoing accumulation of these objects. I take it that will just continue.
Yes, absolutely. The TSA screeners collect thousands of these kind of knives, every day at airports. That's why TSA said they wanted to change this policy in order to free up the screeners to find explosives and what they're actually looking for. Now, who knows how long they'll continue to collect these knives. And maybe that this law does get implemented and they're letting them bypass and get on the plane.
Jack, while I have you on the phone, what's the latest in terms of the delays that have come in airports as a result of the industrial action?
Sure. So, we saw on Sunday, was a tough day for air travel. There was about 200 flights canceled, 4,800 delays. Yesterday was the first real work day and a busier day for airlines, and we saw an even worse case across the air travel system in the U.S. 400 flights were canceled, nearly 7,000 delays. And this is going to continue, throughout the next couple months unless something is solved here. Right.
Difficult indeed. What's the prognosis on that then?
Well, it seems, that this is still going to be up in the air, and it may take some more political pressure and for this to get worse before it gets any better. The FAA has known that this is coming. It's been warning them. The airlines have pushed back. But we're really at a deadlock here in terms of some action.